Ah, blue one. Ding.
Hello once again, my friends. Welcome to a brand new day. It's an exciting time to be alive. It's very rainy though, very dreary and miserable and grey. But we are heading down to London to see the boys in As It Is headline the legendary Koko in Camden. It's gonna look a little something like this. If you're not already subscribed, if you're not already a part of the coolest family on YouTube, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button down below and get ready for today's adventure because it is going to be legendary. So without further ado, let's go. Oh, it's suddenly light.
It's lit.
It's lit because Newcombs is here. I don't know how much you can see because my brightness is down, but we're in Spoons and there's a lot of people. It's getting a little bit out of hand. We've got One Direction living it up, living while we're young. Nice. And we're back in the room. So unfortunately, I didn't actually get enough decent vlog content on the day to be able to piece together a coherent vlog type video. However, have no fear, for we are going to tell the rest of the story using the magic of post-production. Make sure that you are sitting comfortably, grab yourself a beverage of choice, make sure that those seatbelts are firmly fastened because things are going to get crazy. So if you like what you've seen so far and you're excited for the rest of the story, then you're gonna want to go on down there and hit that thumbs up button because it helps me out apparently. But anyway, pressing on with the story. So after the copious amounts of alcohol consumption, not done by me, just in general, there was a lot of alcohol there. Let's just be clear, there was a lot. The people who had VIP went off to do their VIP thing, because they're special, apparently. And those that didn't either stayed or went to check into the hostel where we were staying. So we trotted off along to this smart hotel in Camden. I don't remember the name. We went to a hostel in Camden, near the venue, very close actually, so that was all good fun and games. We checked in, found out that we'd been split for some reason. There were a whole bunch of us staying in like one 8-bed room, but they'd split us off into like 4 and 3 in 2 separate rooms and ended up with strangers, which was a bit weird, but like whatever, you know, it's a hostel, like. So we did that, checked in, dumped stuff, you know, it's what you do at a hostel. And then we left to return to the Wetherspoons to rejoin the alcohol consumption. Except for the fact that on the way to the Wetherspoons, we bumped into the group of people that we were anticipating to meet there, and they were walking towards us. Ergo, continuing on towards the Wetherspoons in aims of meeting these people would have been an exercise in futility. So it turns out that some of the group were heading towards a vegan cafe somewhere in Camden to meet Luke, and some of them were probably not gonna do that, but also alcohol had been consumed, and so we collectively decided that it was gonna be better to stay together as a group. Responsible adulting! So we did that. We went along the side of the canal, which was very sketchy because, again, alcohol, and I was like, these people are gonna fall into the lock. It's just not, it's not sensible. But we did it. We all arrived in one piece at said vegan cafe or restaurant. It was the Temple of Satan, but not like Satan as in the devil Satan, Satan as in, I don't know, maybe it's some type of food thing. When we got there, a bunch of people were like, meet Luke, and then a bunch of people were like, I'm not gonna do that, I'm awkward. I was firmly in neither camp. I was just standing there looking like totally knowing what I was doing with myself. like I always do. But eventually it was time to leave and head off to the gig. Some people ordered an Uber, except for the fact that the Uber didn't actually show up, or if it did, we couldn't find it. And of course, being Britain, when the Uber decided not to show up, the torrential downpour did.
It's raining again.
Which means we had to walk all the way back to the venue in pouring rain. It was a really random route because we hadn't come from the venue, we'd come from the Wetherspoons, which was in a different part of Camden. So walking to the venue, the fastest route there was really weird and convoluted and ended up like winding through a load of different like housing estates and things like that. So it was just really kind of weird to be part of like this troupe of emos meandering our way through the parts of London that, you know, aren't touristy, you know, like the parts where like actual people live. I think sometimes when you just visit London you forget that it's not all just this like flash tourist shops and lighters and shitty t-shirts and I Heart London and all that, and that people actually legitimately live there. And so it was really weird to just be like walking through like cul-de-sacs and stuff. I mean, not through cul-de-sacs because that wouldn't have worked, but you know, like through like suburbs to get to where we were going. It was strange. But then we got there and one member of the party was in a wheelchair, so they kind of like moved the security ropes, kind of let everyone through. So effectively we cut the queue. I felt really bad about it, but I mean, with the way that crowds move at shows like that, it doesn't really make much difference when and where you get in. It's just kind of who gets into the venue first. It's not like a crowd position type thing. It's just a who's inside where it's warm and not wet kind of thing. Also on the way in, I bumped into Laura and Meg, and I've never met Meg before, so that was kind of cool. We did people hang out, and we went in to the venue to watch bands. So usually at gigs, I'm kind of like really super duper hyped up, and I'm like, you know, going at it for like all the bands and like hyping up them supporto bands, going like, yes, you support that band. But either I'm getting old or I just really couldn't be bothered. Probably a combination of the two. But basically I just stood at the back of the venue until As It Is came on. So I was that guy, you know, the one standing at the back with a drink in hand. It was just water. I just drink tap water. I'm too poor to afford anything else. But I was standing at the back with me drink, you know, nodding, doing the head bob. Yes, I appreciate this music.
I've never been happier.
I didn't actually get a whole bunch of footage of the support bands or any band, really, but if you want more footage from the gig, then I suggest iCard in the top right hand corner, Mike the Knight, Newcomb's the main man, the ginger legend. He is a great vlogger dude and he filmed a whole bunch of stuff from that gig. So I'll link that in the iCard. You can go watch it if you're tired of me rambling and you want to see a different perspective and also more actual vlog footage in an actual coherent daily vlog. But using the magic of post-production, I am going to include the footage that I actually got here. So the first band was Grayscale. Then there was Like Pacific. Their set looked like this. And then there was Waster. I didn't really get any decent footage of them. I think one of the videos, someone like just was like, hello! They kind of jumped in front of the camera. I think it was Laura. I can't really remember. But here is the other footage that I got of Waster. finally, As It Is, and I did go into the crowd for As It Is, so I mean there's a bit more footage from that, and it's closer and better footage, but also crowd, so not necessarily able to film stuff. As It Is are a really interesting band to me, because if you know me, then you know I've been following them for a while. I've kind of grown alongside them. That show at the Koko in Camden was actually my 23rd time seeing, we don't need to discuss that, but just for posterity, that's the kind of evolution, the kind of growth that we've witnessed, and it was just nice to see everything come together, to see like a nice decent length headline set with stuff from both albums and even the earlier EPs. And it was just nice that everything tied together so well, and it was really cool to see, you know, they're now a very prominent band in the scene, and they've got an incredible live show. They had a confetti cannon. Like, it was just really great. I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool to hear Often live again. I'm one of those annoying people that's like, yeah, Blenheim Place. It's just a really good EP. It was nice to be able to hear those songs live again, and obviously the new songs are cool, and it's great that they've evolved, but also the old songs are really good, and they should play them live more. But anyway, digression. Here is the footage that I got from that.
Somebody new who's worth your time. Someone whose words sound sweeter than mine. All up tonight, trying my best just to get by. Can you tell me what hurts more? Is it remembering or forgetting the past that once was ours? Am I remembering, still remembering, or forgetting?
Again, if you want more footage, I will link to Mike's video in the icon. But honestly, it was just all round great fun. It was impressive that Patty, you know, just did his thing in his sling. Ha! Poetry. It was good. It was really cool to see this band that I've grown alongside with a whole bunch of people that I probably wouldn't know were it not for said band. Like, it was just cool, and it was a good experience. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, and or other distinguished guests, that was my story time for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed going on this journey with me. If you were there at the gig, let me know your thoughts of it in the comments, and if you were not, let me know how you felt living vicariously through my story time in the comments also. Again, if you are new around here and you've enjoyed your time with us here today, please do hit that subscribe button down below. We have something really special planned when we hit 1,000 subscribers, and so you're gonna want to get sharing, get subscribing, and all that good stuff so that we can reveal that super secret surprise even sooner. That was a lot of alliteration. If you want to spend some time with us in real life, I say us, it's just me. If you want to spend some time with me in the real world, I'm doing a musical, sing, song, dance, and act. There's a ticket link in the description. If you can make it to that, obviously traveling is a thing, but if you're local enough or willing to travel, then that is something that you can come and see me do. Other than that, I hope you're having a really good day. Stay hydrated. Hit that subscribe button right there or down below. I'm gonna link to Mike's vlog here, Lucy's vlog here, and also another one of my videos down here. If you want to stick on the channel, you want to see some of the stuff that I've done recently, you're gonna want to click one of those buttons, or just click the subscribe one, then another video. That is also an option, but I'm gonna shut up. Goodbye, I'll see you soon.